They had no idea who I was moment. My 3 coworkers thought I was just some broke college intern who made their coffee runs. They had no clue I was about to become their new boss at the company. I shared this small office with Marcus, Ashley, and Derek, all mid-level managers who treated me like their personal assistant. Every morning, they'd dump their work on me while discussing weekend plans I obviously couldn't afford. They'd send me to fetch coffee, make copies, organize their files. When clients visited, I'd hear them say, "Oh, that's just Sam. He's our intern, still in school, working for experience and pizza money." They thought I was poor because I drove an old Honda and brought lunch from home. What they didn't know is I'd been quietly finishing my MBA online while working here, maintaining a 4.0 GPA. My dad owns a chain of successful restaurants across 3 states, but I wanted to prove myself without his help. I'd been working entry-level positions to learn business from the ground up. Our regional director, Mr. Harrison, announced he was retiring early. My coworkers started competing for his position, talking about their qualifications, networking with upper management, basically ignoring me completely. Marcus was convinced he'd get promoted. Ashley thought her sales numbers guaranteed it. Derek kept mentioning his connections. I stayed quiet during their speculation sessions, just continued doing excellent work behind the scenes. That night, I called my dad and told him I was ready to accept his offer. He'd been trying to hire someone to manage this specific branch of his consulting firm for months. Turns out Dad had been watching my performance through Mr. Harrison, who was actually his longtime business partner. This whole internship was an extended interview process I didn't even know about. Dad made the official acquisition offer the next week. The company accepted immediately. They'd been struggling financially and needed the investment. My coworkers thought it was just a standard corporate buyout. They spent days gossiping about what the new ownership would mean. Marcus worried about layoffs. Ashley complained about potential changes. Derek started updating his resume just in case everything went wrong. I didn't tell them anything, just continued fetching coffee and filing papers while they stressed about their futures. Finally, the new management structure was announced via company-wide email. The email introduced their new regional director, Samuel Rodriguez, MBA, son of the acquiring company's founder. My coworkers still didn't connect the dots until I walked into the Monday meeting wearing a suit. "Actually," I said, sitting at the head of the conference table, "I'm Samuel Rodriguez, your new boss." The room went completely silent. Marcus dropped his coffee cup. Ashley's jaw literally hit the floor. Derek was looking back and forth between me and the email announcement. "You're kidding," Marcus finally stammered. I pulled out my business cards with my full title on them. "Nope, MBA finished last month." That's when they realized their broke intern had been evaluating their work ethic for 6 months. Their faces were absolutely priceless, as everything clicked into place for them. "So," I continued, "about those performance reviews. We need to discuss some changes to how this office operates. You have 2 weeks to adjust your attitudes or find new jobs." Marcus tried arguing that I couldn't just change everything overnight. I reminded him that I literally own the company now. Ashley asked how I even afforded business school while working here.